Salutations everyone and welcome to my For Glory guide for the Cosmo Queen, Rosalina and her boy Luma. Unless it's the white one, then it's a female, so then it's your girl Luma. Either way. Rosalina and Luma, I don't need to sing the praises about this character. It's been top tier from the start, one of the few characters that really hasn't changed as far as like tier placement and results and just how good they are, what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. Very consistent player from launch to now. She is a heavy zoning tag team puppet character, which is the only one within the Smash 4 game after losing Popo Banana, rip. So, one of those odd fighting game archetypes that you do not see very much, the puppet, the tag team. So with Rosalina, you get good offense, the best defense in the entire game, walling people out with Luma. While she does have very little HP, she will block a lot of protects. You got just a wall of defense right there, as well as a disjointed hitbox that you can just do so much with. She's relatively in the middle when it comes to her speed. Pretty good recovery. You just gotta learn, to be reverse, just as quickly as possible because she launches at an awkward angle. But you may have noticed that while she is such a fantastic character, that you do not see much of her online, and we're just gonna jab into up smash because Rosalina and Luma is just that great of a team. So you have 49th in weight, so she's pretty light. She's a floaty. 25th in run speed, not bad. 30th in walk speed, pretty slow, but is very quick to run. And has a crouch, tied for 29th in air speed, 53rd in fall speed and fast fall speed, which is fine because that's how you want her to be because of how great her aerials are. She has some of the best aerials in the entire game. Combos off of aerials, kills with aerials with up air and down air, and even forward air off stage. Forward air is just such a long moving hitbox that it just keeps Rosalina very safe. Her nair, her forward air are both incredibly safe, and there we go, both of the hits with the up air there on the Mewtwo, barely lighter than a balloon, basically still lighter than paper, so will die at that percent. We're going to go ahead and gravitational pull that Shadow Ball because I do not want to get hit by that because that will kill me because I'm still fairly light. Rosalina, pretty tall character, pretty big character, and we're just going to dare that Mewtwo to death because flat zones, people. Teleport is just OP in this game. And now we're going to open up against a Ness, which is the character that Rosalina and Luma kind of neutralize competitively. Ness might have better, matchups than, say, like Pikachu against like 2 or 3 higher tier characters, but as long as Nesses and Lucas's have Rosalina's to go up against, they're just not going to make it because the gravitational pull takes away the PK Thunder and they instantly die. It's really the one advantage that Lucas has over Ness is that he has a better Rosalina matchup because of his Zair. He can use that tether to recover instead of using PK Thunder exclusively to recover off stage without any jumps. But regardless, Rosalina just has so many tools. Her aerials are just so safe because of the disjoint of up air and down air, very safe. Down air, great for landing. Her forward air is just such a long, big, moving hitbox that also moves her hurt box, so she is very, very hard to challenge. And we're going to forward smash that Ness off the stage and go up against a Roy here. And the neutral air is, relatively fast, not as great as the forward air, but it definitely has its purpose. So her aerial game is fantastic. Ground game, pretty decent. As far as approaching, she doesn't have the best grab range in the world, but she's got a pretty fast grab, standing grab, hitbox active at frame number 6, and then dash grab at frame number 8. That's not too bad at all. We can work with that. None of her throws are weight dependent, so you're going to get consistent throw combos, down throw into forward air at lower percents, or back throw into forward air. Forward throw doesn't get much use unless you want to get them off stage, and both hits of the forward or the up smash there with Rosie and Luma. And at higher percents, down throw into up air. Start your juggling game because she has some of the best juggles in the world. Her up tilt, her up air, and her up smash are all phenomenal and will just get so much damage done. And if you can hit with Rosie and Luma with the up air, you can hit and kill insanely early. Same with down air. Her down air is fantastic. It has a meteor effect on 5 frames, which is insane, and it's a disjoint. It starts metering at the 2nd frame, and ooh, see, that's just the power of the up air, hitting with both Rosie and Luma. Just hitting with one of them will be good enough to kill most people, but to kill that early, you need both hits, and at a pretty decent height. So as you can tell, with platform stages, her stringing of up airs and then being able to land and then immediately up air again, just helps her so much in platforming stages, and especially ones with low ceilings. You can really utilize her up tilt, up air, up smash game to its complete potential because of just how strong those moves are. Forward smash, also very strong. Her earliest killing smash attack, if you can hit with Luma, you can start killing as low as like 90% on some characters, not even the heaviest ones. When you get the desync of Rosie and Luma, definitely take advantage of it if Luma is in this a spot where you can land a hit. Luma can neutralize a lot of your opponent's throw combos, because after Rosie is thrown, Luma's going to stay there from where Rosie was thrown. Oh, we punish those side Bs with up smashes. Yes, we do. So as your opponent goes for a follow-up, all you have to do is have Luma initiate an attack, and they will hit your opponent, and they will not get a throw follow-up in a lot of cases. Rosalina does get a lot of, disadvantageous things happen to her when she loses Luma, such as right now. She loses a lot of her kill potential, she loses her range, she loses a lot of her mind games and mix-ups. You lose neutral B and forward special just completely. Those are not moves that you can use any longer, so you need to learn how to use her with Luma and without Luma, and then together, throw them off stage. Oh, try to catch him in the neutral B, that's fine, we can try again. Hits us with the forward smash. That's fine and dandy. We're going to land safely with downer. That'll launch him off stage. And Luma, get your ass out there and catch that up special. We punish those too. And that's just the kind of range and edge guarding that you can get with Rosalina and Luma. With the desync of getting Rosie and Luma, not completely next to each other, you're definitely going to want to do that, a lot of the time. For throw combos and stuff like that. And oof, Cloud, if you're going to want to be competitive, you're going to have to find a way to get rid of Rosalina and Luma, and I think he actually does have the tools to do so, but completely destroys me at like 50% there. So I have a bit of room to make up here, but we just want to get him off stage because of how great her edge guarding game is. She's got that 5-frame spike. She can hit him with forward airs, especially someone with less than stellar recovery like Cloud. Him with 2 forward airs and they're basically dead. Unfortunately, you cannot shield Luma unless she is right next to Rosie. But if you can get the spacing between the two just correctly, kill him with the up air there, you can do so many things, especially out of jab into basically any smash attack. And ooh, there's the meteor, and that is all that she wrote for Cloud. Cloud gets a nice little short chapter there as she kills him with the meteor spike at like 12% or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous, especially the fact that it's a disjoint. Just helps it further. You don't need your opponent to be at high 50s or 60% to start killing with a meteor effect, especially on less than stellar vertical recovery opponents like Cloud or Marth, Lucina, Roy, what have you. Bowser catches me with the forward smash. That's fine. He's got buff, but he's going to need more buffs than that to hang with the top tiers. I don't think so, Bowser. You are an imposter. So many anyone with a down special that returns them very quickly to the stage, you're going to look for that, and we are going to punish landings with Luma Shot. So that's your opponent has so many different things that they need to worry about. So because Rosalina is so difficult to use, you don't see many of them online, which leaves your opponents very little practice against Rosalina and Luma, so they're not going to know what to look for, what to try to avoid. Obviously, you're going to want to avoid, Bowser and Kirby and DDD, getting really quick to the stage, and we're just going to down air that Bowser to this. You're going to need better buffs than that, than to hang with the Queen of the Cosmos. Here is our joke game up against a nice little Roy here, so it's our second Roy of the day. That's just fine. Looks like he's, getting some good shots on me. Takes care of Luma, which is what you're going to want to do if you're facing Rosie, because, if she gets off, if Luma gets off stage and is stunned, Luma will just fall to his death. Also, he doesn't have a ton of HP, so if your opponent just keeps wailing on him, then they're just going to be dead, and we're going to hit that with a spike, and you're going to be dead. Sorry, Roy. Not good enough for me. Otherwise, just wait 13 seconds and Luma will come back to life in a new swanky-ass color, and you can forward air your opponent and then try to punish their landing with forward smashes, and we go deep for those edge guards. Hit him with the down air, knew there was no way that he can recover with Roy's recovery, so yeah, it's worth it to go for the deep edge guards with Rosie and Luma. She's got pretty good recovery with her up special. It is, it leaves her vulnerable because there is no hitbox, much like Pit or Dark Pit, so you can get spiked from it. It also launches her in an awkward angle. You can get her to go straight up if you hold back on the analog stick, if that is what you need, depending on, what the edge of the stage looks like, if it's not a flat one here like on Pokemon Stadium 2, and ooh, killing that Mario at like 53% or something with down air, getting Kill Lightning off stage. That is just the power of down air. Not only does it spike, for 5 frames, starting on the second frame of the attack at frame 19, I believe, but if you can hit with both Rosie and Luma with the down air, it's just incredibly strong. It's incredibly strong. So, definitely get your opponent off stage, get him above you. As far as approaching, down tilt is a nice starter. You have the mix-ups with these star bits, and if you can get your opponent between you and Luma, if you can star bit him towards you and then hit him with the smash attack. There's just so many different true combos that you can absolutely crush people with, depending on the distance between Rosalina and Luma. And otherwise, just get your opponent off stage, hit him with edge guards, or get him up in the air, and then hit him with the up air, because that thing is disjointed, powerful, and it just lingers for so darn long. She got great throw combos off, especially down throw. Back throw is your earliest kill throw. That is definitely something that is available to you at high percentages at the edge with rage. And we're just going to catch him with an up air because it's so big and lingers for so long. Take a bow, Rosalina. You are the queen of aerials and a fantastic character, which I'm sure all of you already know this by now. But if you want to check out Rosalina and Luma, maybe you've been discouraged about the whole puppeteering thing with Luma. It does take a little bit to get used to. She is one of the more difficult characters to use in the entire game, which is why you don't see a ton of her casually. But if you can just learn a few techniques, a few combos, kill setups, and learning how to use Rosie by herself as well as with Luma, as far as surviving, getting some damage, and putting yourself in a good position when Luma comes back, you can do some awesome stuff. Anywho, that is it for my For Glory guide for Rosalina and Luma. Next up will be Diddy Kong, and then we will check out the February DLC when they come out.